Hi friends, this is Ramm Gopaall. Welcome to the world of Nadi astrology. Today we are discussing the combination of planets with Saturn regarding profession. So profession, the causative planet for profession is Saturn, and previously we have discussed Saturn combinations with Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter and Venus. And today we are going to discuss Saturn combination with Rahu, Saturn combination with Ketu. So Saturn is actually when conjoined with Rahu in 159, 3711, 212. So Saturn generally gives the professions of the planet with which it is conjoined. So if Saturn is conjoined with Rahu, generally Rahu gives low paid salary, so that's why he will be low paid salary servant, and Rahu is low paid servant. He may be attender or home guard or driver. And when it comes to investigative agent, secret agent like CBI officer, ACB officer, so CID and Enforce Department, ED, and when it comes to army, lieutenant, colonel, so this type of investigative related, then also Rahu plays the role. Rahu is instrumental here in these fields. So, but Rahu should be conjoined with Venus, Jupiter. Then only the native will get highest positions like CBI director, ACB officer, CAD officer, so ED officers. So Venus, Jupiter and Rahu should be together. And generally Rahu is a shade governing planet, shade, chaya. So if Saturn and Rahu are together, the native will be in the fields of shade. Shade means shade profession. They are computer, software, graphics, animation, photography, TV, cinema, cable, printing, publishing, and now news channels, print media, satellite, airlines, radio, broadcasting stations, media, journalism. So these are all shade related professions. Shade related. Even aviation, aeroplane, and aeroplane is Rahu, and helipad is Rahu, and rocket is Rahu, satellites are Rahu. So satellites related and aviation related. So in those fields, the native will work if Saturn and Rahu are together. Suppose if it is a government job, for example, aviation department, maybe government related, and a computer engineer in government, for example, in a bank or in any government office. So then Sun is necessary. Saturn, Sun, Rahu, government related. Suppose even in politics also, some politicians when they are in forming government, so they become ministers. So here Rahu is technical minister, particularly computer related and IT, information technology, Rahu and Mars. Mars is a technology and Rahu is Chaya, information technology. So in the similar way, Rahu is aeronautical engineer. For example, Saturn Rahu, that is what we discussed. Sun is there, and aviation minister and IT minister, Saturn and Rahu. Sun is government and ministry is here Jupiter. So Saturn plus Sun plus Rahu plus Jupiter, then the native will become this aviation minister, minister for aviation, minister for here IT, information technology, and defense minister also, Mars and Rahu, defense minister. Cinematography minister also possibility is there, because Venus and Rahu cinemanti, shade, chaya. So Venus and Rahu are together. So for cinematography minister, we can take the combination Saturn plus Sun, that is government. Rahu, Venus Rahu, cinematography, and ministry is Jupiter. So for cinematography minister, Saturn, Sun, and Jupiter, Venus, Rahu, these 5 planets play the role. They are instrumental for the native to become this cinematography minister. In the similar way, aviation minister and defense minister. So for minister, Jupiter is necessary. Suppose IPS, IAS people generally work in this aviation department as secretaries to the ministry, as secretaries in a particular ministry, that is cinematography ministry, or it may be aviation ministry for aviation, or ministry for information technology, IT, and even IT related. So then these secretaries will be IAS and IPS officers. That's why they have higher knowledge. That's why apart from Jupiter, Venus is also required. Venus, Jupiter, Rahu, minister in aviation, minister for IT, and minister for cinematography ministry. So like this, we have to check the combination. Sun is with Rahu and Saturn. The native will be government job holder in these particular case. Suppose Saturn, Moon, Rahu are together. Next, Moon. Moon is here. You see, Moon is water. So Rahu is here. Moon, Rahu and Moon both are transport related. Vehicle. Rahu is vehicle and Moon is a transport. So that's why the native may be Navy related or marine related engineering. So Mars is also necessary for technology. Moon, Mars, Rahu. So marine related, engineer, government related. Sun is there, government. And Navy related, police, Mars, Rahu necessary. Moon, Mars, Rahu, Navy, police. So like this we have to take Moon. And moreover, Moon is water. Rahu is burning wind, whatever it may be, gas. Rahu is gas or wind. That's why petrol, diesel, and gas, these are related to Moon and Rahu. Suppose Saturn is with Moon and Rahu, the native may have the business related to petrol, diesel, gas. Or if it is a government job, petroleum, in petroleum related field, the native will get government job. Saturn, Sun, Moon, Rahu are together. Okay. So Saturn, Sun, Moon, Rahu, diesel, petrol, gas, government related post. And in the similar way, Mars is there already. We have discussed Mars is generally technical related, information technology or computer engineering or rocket engineering, space engineering, Mars, Rahu. And when it comes to Jupiter, Rahu, Mercury, Rahu. Mercury is, business. What type of business the native will do if Saturn, Mercury, Rahu are together? He will do business related to shared chaya. Chaya means journalism. He may run TV channels, or he may take cinemas, movie industry. He may be a producer in movie industry. So like this, Venus, Rahu, Mercury, Venus, Rahu, producer, cinema producer. Mercury is business, Venus, Rahu, cinema industry. Saturn is profession. So Mercury is business. What type of business? It may be cinema, or it may be TV channels, or it may be animation, graphics, software, computers. So hardware, software, whatever it may be. So share related, chaya related professions. These type of businesses the native will do. So the business may be like petrol, diesel also, if Mercury is there. Saturn plus, Mercury plus, Moon, Rahu, petroleum related business, gas related business, diesel related business. So next, Venus. Venus is construction, house, money. So that's why the native may be in banking related, the native may be in construction field. Rahu is big mansions and big apartments. So the native will become a builder. Saturn and Venus Rahu, Mars is construction. So here Mars is also necessary. Venus is house, Mars is construction, Rahu is big. So big constructions. So that's why Saturn, Venus, Mars, Rahu. So Venus is construction, and when it comes to automobiles, transport related, Venus is vehicle, Moon is a transport, Rahu is wheel. Without wheel, vehicle cannot move. So that's why if Saturn is conjoined with the Moon, Venus, Rahu, the native will be in automobile field or cinema field, because Moon is theater, art form, and Venus is music, dance, cinema with Rahu. If it is with Rahu, Venus is with Rahu, cinema and TV and dance form or art, any art related form. So now after Venus and we have only Ketu. So Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, it cannot be together. Suppose Saturn, Rahu is one house and up to Ketu, if there are no planets, then we can say, so even Ketu field also will work out like medical related. So for example, if we take these medical scanning related tools and technology related. So Ketu is medical related. Rahu is scanning, X-ray. So these related businesses we can say. Next, after Saturn, Rahu, next Ketu. If Saturn is connected to Ketu, then the native will be relief giving professions. Saturn Ketu are together, the native will be in relief giving professions. So relief, what does it mean relief? Ketu is a planet of moksha, deliverance. Moksha means moksha from this life, moksha from the problems, moksha from pain. Pain means here, moksha means relief, freedom, so like that we can say. So suppose already we have discussed the Karakatos of Ketu. Ketu is a planet of relief governing planet. How do we get relief? Suppose we have throat infection, we consult a doctor, for doctor will diagnose and he will prescribe some medicine. We will purchase medicine at chemist and we will take the medicine and then we will get relief for our throat pain. So we will get relief from our throat pain, throat infection by consulting doctor, by purchasing medicine from the chemist and by taking the medicine, we get relief. So here relief governing, who gave that relief? Actually doctor by diagnosing and chemist by preparing the medicine and selling. So that's why here doctor and pharma related people all come under this combination Saturn and Ketu. In the similar way, chemistry, pharma and medical field, medical officers, doctors, all are come from Saturn plus Ketu. And next, suppose a beautiful lady is married to a sadist. Though she is beautiful, he always tortures her. So then what does she do? She approaches a lawyer and the lawyer advocates in favor of her in the court of law. And if judge is satisfied, then with that whatever the advocate gives, he analyzes whatever the agony or the pain she is suffering from her husband. So then if judge is satisfied, then he will pronounce definitely divorce. So by getting divorce, she will get relief from her husband's agony or whatever suffering she has. So she will get relief from her husband's harassment by consulting a lawyer, and the lawyer and the judge played a role to get relief for her. So that's why law field here, lawyer, judge related to Ketu, relief giving professions. These are relief giving professions. So even spirituality, occult sciences, these are all related to. So we get relief. Suppose somebody dies in the house. Generally, we are prescribed to read certain Bhagavata or Bhagavad Gita, so that we will know certain facts that man is subject to death and death is inevitable. Sooner or later, everybody dies. So when we learn the fact by listening to the discourses of the Guru, and or by reading these Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavata or whatever it may be, so we will be convinced, and we will get relief from our sorrowfulness. So because of the death of somebody, sudden demise in our family. So whatever pain, whatever agony we are experiencing, we will get relief from that. So that's why these spiritual related or occult science, even astrologer also, he will generally guide his clients. Some clients says, sir, it is unbearable, I can't live and I have been facing problems for quite a long time. So how can I get come out of this problem? So if you say simply, you will get fortune after 6 months or 1 year. So suppose by the change of Dasha or Gochara, definitely he will get benefited, no doubt. So later he will come and say, so he will say, thanks to you. And like this, so as an occultist, astrologer, you will be able to save the life of your client. So he will get relief. Your words will serve a source of relief or to the native, to the client. So that's why these occultists or religious people or gurus, doctors and liars, these are all related to Ketu fields. Ketu is here relief giving profession. So here, when we check the combination of planets, suppose Ketu is medicine, so the native is a doctor. First, here, how the native will become a doctor? What are the combinations we need? Saturn is here the profession Karaka, and Jupiter is here Vaidya Guru. Jupiter is Guru, and Jupiter is when it comes to medical field, Jupiter is Vaidya Guru. So Vaidya Guru is Jupiter, and Saturn is here profession Karaka. So when Saturn and Jupiter are together, that is called Vaidya Guru. And Venus is here. Venus is knowledge of medicine. Venus is knowledge of medicine. And Mars is here surgery planet. Mars is surgery planet. So actually these are the combination of judge, sorry. So Saturn is here profession Karaka, Sun is government, and Jupiter is judge, Venus is civil knowledge, and Mars is criminal knowledge, and Mercury is the study, Ketu is law. So the study of law is Mercury Ketu, and Mars is knowledge of criminal law, and civil law is Venus, and Jupiter is here judge, and Sun is government, that is government post. Judge is government post, and Saturn is profession. So this combination is for judge, and as we are discussing for medicine, Saturn and Jupiter, this combination is Vaidya Guru, and Venus is here. Venus denotes knowledge of medicine, and Rahu is allopathy. So if anybody wants to become a doctor, he should have this combination: Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, and Rahu. And then Moon and Ketu, this is Aushadha. Moon and Ketu is Aushadha. So, doctor, if anybody wants to become a doctor, he should have this combination: Saturn plus Jupiter plus Venus plus Rahu, and Moon and Ketu Aushadha. This is Aushadha, pharma. So he should have knowledge of medicine, that is Venus is enough here. So Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, Rahu, doctor, and Moon, Ketu, generally pharma. If he suggests some pharma or something, so he should have knowledge of medicine. So that's why Moon, Ketu is here Aushadha. So if Saturn is conjoined with these planets, he will become doctor. So there are some divisions even in doctor also. What kind of doctor, what type of doctor is he? Is he surgeon or a dentist, like that? The above combination, whatever we have discussed, Jupiter, Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, Rahu together, and Mars is also there, then he will become dentist or bone related doctor or heart related doctor. Mercury is conjoined, then he will become a skin related doctor or children's specialist, or he will become children's specialist. And Moon, Mercury are together, mother and child. So mother and child related doctor. And Moon, Mercury are together, the native will work in a mental hospital, not mental doctor. So mental hospital related doctor. And he may be a psychiatrist or psychologist, brain related doctor. Moon, Mercury, brain. And Venus is actually knowledge of medicine and uterus related, gynecology. Venus is gynecology. And diabetics and kidney, diabetologist and kidney related doctor. Venus is diabetic and kidney related. And Venus, Rahu. Venus is here, both Venus and Rahu, planets of secrecy. So they know darker secrets of knowledge. That's why Jadugar Rahu does some magic. So anesthesia is Rahu. Rahu is anesthesia. So Venus, Rahu are together, the doctor will be able to diagnose even cancer. So he will become cancer doctor. And ENT, Jupiter, Mars, Rahu. Jupiter is nose, Mercury is tongue, Rahu is ear. He will become ENT. And Venus is kidney and diabetic. But these planet Karakatwas should be connected to the combination Saturn, Jupiter, Venus and Rahu. Then only he will be doctor, and his specialization, by looking other planets, we can predict whether he is cancer related doctor or heart related doctor or gynecologist or kidney specialist or diabetic specialist. So based on the karakatwas of the planets, we can predict. Okay. So this is Venus, Saturn plus Ketu, the combinations of Saturn plus Ketu. Now, with other planets, let us discuss. For example, Saturn, Ketu and Sun are together. Sun is government. He will become some medical officer in government medical officer, because Sun is here government and Ketu is medicine. So he will become medical officer, but he will not become doctor. For doctors, already we have discussed it. Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, Rahu should be together. So only he will be in the medical field, but government officer. Service to humanity, Saturn, Venus, Saturn, Ketu, Sun, government officer in medical field or in law field, so or in endowment department or whatever department it may be. And when it comes to endowment department minister, ministry for endowment and ministry for medicine, then what should be here the combinations? Saturn, Sun, government, politics, and Jupiter is minister, and Ketu is here. So Ketu is here law. So the native will become law minister. Saturn, Sun, Jupiter, Ketu are together. he will be the law minister. Saturn, Sun, Jupiter, Ketu together, he will become law minister. He will become ministry for medical medicine. So, law minister and medicine related minister. And Saturn, Ketu, Sun is government related. Next one, Moon. Suppose Moon is here, Aushada. Moon plus Ketu also Aushada. Aushada in liquid form like chemistry. So the native may be in chemistry field and pharma field. Saturn, Moon, Ketu, pharma related and chemistry related. Suppose Mars is there. Saturn, Mars, Ketu. Saturn, Mars, Ketu. Saturn, Mars, Ketu are together. Saturn, Mars, Ketu are together. Mars is a technical tools in medicine. Ketu is medicine. Suppose injections and technology, whatever technology we use nowadays, robotic surgeries. So the technology, whatever technology we use, that is Rahu. Mars. Mars is here technology. So technical tools, Saturn plus Mars plus Ketu, technical tools. And Mercury, Ketu are together. Saturn, Mercury, Ketu. Mercury, Ketu is astrology. Mercury, Ketu language, English language. Mercury, Ketu, astrology, palmistry and numerology, Nadi. And Mercury, Ketu, here medical related business, any business medical related. And law related. Lawyer, Mercury, Ketu, lawyer. So his state is law. So Saturn, Mercury, Ketu together, he will become a lawyer. If he wants to become judge, then Jupiter is necessary. So like this, Mercury and next Venus. Venus is medicine, already we have discussed knowledge of medicine. Ketu is here medicine and Venus is here knowledge of medicine. So Saturn, Venus, Ketu are together medical field. They will be in medical field. And next Rahu cannot be there and Ketu. So these are the projections based on other combination of planets. So Saturn, Ketu. So finally, when it comes to Ketu, so medical field and law field, these two are very important, medicine and law. So if Saturn is connected to planets, based on other planets with which Saturn is conjoined, we have to give predictions. Suppose Saturn and Sun are together, the native will be in government job, or he will be in politics, politician. Saturn, Moon are together, liquid and food related, transport related profession. Saturn and Mars are together, he will be in technical field, he may be engineer, or he may be even in with Sun. If Sun is also there with Mars, the native may be in the professions of army and fire related and police department, and he may be in sports department also. He may be a sports person like that. And Saturn plus Jupiter are together. So Mercury is together. Any business, Saturn, Mercury, any business. So you can, suppose Saturn and Mercury are together, you can predict business. What type of business? Sun is there, government contracts. Moon is there, liquid and food related business. And Mars is there, technical tools related business. And Jupiter is there, schooling related, college related business. And Venus is there, finance business. And Rahu is there, shade related, chaya related, computer, TV, cinema, graphics, printing, publishing related. Ketu is there, medical tools and medical related business. So Saturn and Mercury, business. Saturn and Venus. Venus is here, banking, IT department, banking, income tax department, and chartered accountancy. This is Venus. And next, Rahu. Rahu is actually shade related, chaya, computer, TV, cinema, graphics, printing, publishing, all these fields. And the last one is Ketu. If Saturn is with Ketu, Ketu is medical related or law related or spiritual occult science related professions. So whatever profession it may be, if anybody wants to get popularity in the profession, Jupiter and Sun should be connected to Saturn. Then in the profession, the native will get popularity. This is very important. In any profession, if somebody wants to get highest position, he should have, Saturn should have Jupiter along with Saturn. Saturn and Jupiter should be together. That is Dharma Karmadi Yoga. And Jivatma Samyoga, Saturn, Jupiter and Moon should be together and connected to Saturn. So that Jivatma Samyoga will be affected when it is Saturn. So it will be in the profession, the native will get popularity. So we can say Saturn, Jupiter, Moon, Saturn, Jupiter, Sun, these three planets are together, the native will be in good position in the job or business, whatever it may be. And whether the native will be in lowest cadre or not, how can we say? If Saturn is Rahu without Venus or without Mercury combination, then he will be servant only, peon, attender, in any field. So in any field, highest position, Jupiter, Venus, Jupiter, Rahu, ultimate, it will give highest position in any field. He will be the CEO. He will be the owner of that particular organization. So he will be IBS officer, IAS officer. Venus, Jupiter, Rahu are together, highest position in any field, whatever field it may be. So he may be president or he may be prime minister, he may be chief minister, in any field. If it is a company, he will be manager or CEO. If it is business, in business, his company will be at a top position. So like this, highest positions, Saturn plus Jupiter. Popularity, Sun gives popularity. So sometimes it may not be government, it may not be politics, but in whatever field the native may be, but the native will get popularity because of Sun and Saturn. Saturn and Sun are together, there will be popularity. And at the same time, Saturn, Moon are together, and Saturn, Moon together, generally, they does not want to work under somebody. They want to have self-business. They want to have some self-business. So these are the rules if you want to predict any profession through Brigu and Nadi. But the condition is from Saturn. Saturn can be anywhere in the horoscope. From Saturn, we have to check 1, 5, 9, 3, 7, 11, 2, 12. What are the planets are there? We have to check out. If Sun is there, that is government. And in government, which department he is based on other planets. Suppose Jupiter is there, he will be teacher. And Mars is there, he will be technical field. And like this, we have to check out. And suppose Saturn is connected to Moon. Moon is here. You see always a transfer, and his profession cannot be stable if Saturn is with Moon. And if it is Mercury is connected to Saturn, so then you can predict business, any business based on other planetary combinations, like Moon is there, so that is liquid and food transport related. And for example, Rahu is there, that is shade related, chaya professions, computer, TV, cinema, graphics, printing. And Venus is there, so that is related to music and the dance and banking related. So like this, we have to cut out. Okay. So today's class is over, and good night. Manojji, tomorrow